Today I'm trying something pretty crazy. I installed Mobian on my phone, and I'm running KDE Plasma on it, natively. Yep, full desktop Linux, real KDE experience, all on a mobile device, no emulation, no tricks. In this video, I'll show you how Mobian looks and feels, how KDE Plasma runs on a touchscreen, and how well it handles real desktop apps like Firefox, LibreOffice, VLC, and even Visual Studio Code. We'll even dive into VS Code, write a little code right here on the phone, and see how usable Mobian really is for everyday stuff. If you're a Linux fan, or if you've ever dreamed about turning your phone into a real Linux PC, you're going to love this. Let's dive right in. First impression? It might trick you into thinking it's just another Android phone with its familiar home screen layout and app drawer style. But take a closer look at those app icons. They're distinctly different because these are authentic Linux applications specifically compiled for Debian ARM64 architecture. Even the settings menu resembles Android at first glance. But check out the information section. It proudly displays KDE Plasma version 6.3. The functionality is seriously impressive. Despite being full Linux, it handles cellular networks flawlessly. Yes, you can insert your SIM card and make calls. I know what you're thinking. Of course phones make calls. But remember, this isn't your standard smartphone OS. It's a desktop Linux distribution squeezed into phone hardware, making this phone capability quite remarkable. In the shell section, you can customize navigation exactly how you want it. It even supports Android-style gestures, though personally I prefer these traditional navigation buttons for precision. Now brace yourselves for the terminal experience. It's absolutely fantastic. This isn't some watered-down mobile terminal. We're talking about a complete Linux terminal with full apt package management capabilities. You can install any Linux tool, run any script, and basically do everything you do on a desktop Linux machine. Just imagine a professional-grade Linux terminal right in your pocket. The software installation flexibility is incredible. Beyond terminal installations, you can install applications using dpkg directly, just like I did with VS Code using its deb package. Any application supporting ARM architecture is fair game here. Look at this, VS Code launches in mere seconds. This proves we're getting enough computing power to run serious desktop applications on this compact setup. Let me rotate to landscape mode for a better view, since VS Code isn't really optimized for portrait orientation. I've written a quick Python script to test the IDE's performance, and as you can see, it's running buttery smooth without a hint of lag or hesitation. The system comes preloaded with Firefox. Again, this is the full desktop version, not a mobile variant. So you're getting that complete desktop browsing experience right on your phone. There is one significant drawback though. Camera support is currently non-existent. Neither front nor rear cameras are functional at this point. For file management, you get the Dolphin File Explorer pre-installed, which is the classic GNOME-style file manager giving you complete access to your directory structure. Here's that VS Code deb package I mentioned earlier. One of the coolest capabilities? True multitasking. Just like on a desktop computer, you can run multiple applications simultaneously. You can even connect it to an external monitor for an expanded workspace. Unfortunately, my particular USB port doesn't support display output. But the functionality is there. Input peripherals work brilliantly too. Connect a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard, as I've done here, and you've essentially transformed your phone into a pocket-sized workstation. So what's my verdict after this comprehensive walkthrough? It's genuinely usable and performs impressively well. However, I wouldn't recommend it as a daily driver just yet. It lacks an app store for convenient software discovery. The camera issues I mentioned are significant for many users, and there are occasional stability issues. Sometimes it lags or freezes, requiring a reboot to get things flowing again. If you're eager to try this setup, I strongly recommend installing it on a secondary device. Keep in mind that hardware support is quite limited. Only certain phones are compatible at this stage. Now, Let's walk through the installation process on a supported device. Visit the Mobian website from your PC and select your specific phone model. For this demonstration, I'm working with a OnePlus 6T, so I'll click on that option. Next, navigate to the Images page where you'll see two environment options, Foch and Plasma. Choose whichever you prefer. I'm going with Plasma for this demo. After downloading your chosen image, return to the device page and scroll down to find the specific installation commands. These fast boot commands are what you'll use to flash Mobian onto your device. Important warning: to flash this system, your phone's bootloader must be unlocked and the process will completely wipe all your data, so make an exhaustive backup before proceeding. Here's the downloaded file after extraction. You'll notice several files inside the package. These files are tailored for various Snapdragon 845 devices, including Poco F1, OnePlus 6, and 6T. This larger file is the common user data file shared across all Snapdragon 845 devices. Our target device is codenamed Vegeta. For the flashing process, you'll need Android platform tools and appropriate USB drivers installed on your computer. These tools are available for both macOS and Windows environments. I've already got them installed and ready to go. With everything prepared, launch your terminal or command prompt and connect your phone in fast boot mode. Once your phone is connected via USB in fast boot mode, type fast boot devices. Seeing these serial numbers confirms your device is properly connected and recognized. Now enter fastboot flashboot and drag in the appropriate boot image file for your specific device. In my case, that's the Fajita file. Next, type fastboot flash user and drag in the Rufus file. You'll recognize it by its substantially larger size. Since this is a hefty file, the flashing process might take several minutes. Once that completes, wipe the DTBO partition with fastboot erase DTBO, and finally reboot your device using fastboot reboot. Remember, these commands are specifically for the OnePlus 6T. If you're using a different phone, be sure to check the exact flashing commands on the Mobian website. Your first boot might take considerably longer than normal. Don't panic, this is expected behavior. When the system finally loads, you'll be prompted for a password. The default credentials are simple: 1, 2, 3, 4. That completes our comprehensive walkthrough and installation guide for Mobian OS on Android hardware. If you enjoyed this, check out my other videos where I've tested Kali Linux, Ubuntu Touch, and GNOME on mobile devices running natively. If you found this tutorial helpful, smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more cutting-edge technical content like this. All download links and resources mentioned throughout this video are conveniently listed in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next exciting tech adventure.